secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked, as these two are in this one. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium, and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Pittsburgh Panthers. Taking on the winners of 9 straight, the NC State Wolfpack. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Pitt Panthers offense will have the ball first. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Sure hands, it's Robinson. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And this guy has been putting up huge video game-type stat numbers each and every week. Threw for over 300 yards last week. He's putting up an...
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
I know it's early, but it's just one drive, right? You got to put this behind you. It isn't how you wanted to open up. It isn't how you wanted to start. This offense has got to go to the sidelines, get with the coach, settle down, and figure out the game plan for the rest of the game.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Wants to throw. It's Bailey. Finds his target down the middle. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on 3rd down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field.
There he goes! Now the connection takes it to the 11.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Run in the red zone. It's Gibson. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, NC State. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. They'll Good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. To the air on second down. Makes the catch. It's Robinson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Back to pass. It's Holstein. Got his man quickly. They'll make the stop right there, but Pittsburgh moves the chains and they have a first down.
That's a third down the offense simply had to have there. You're obviously trailing early in this game. You're trying to generate some momentum. So third down, defense is playing zone. You just got to find the soft spot in coverage, make it easy on your quarterback. Those two guys able to link up.
Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his man. It's Robinson. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Pitt pushing the pace. Got a man. It's Robinson. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the Pack on third down. Quarterback on the keeper. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. Pitt will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. From the gun. Give on the inside. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They're facing a third down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get first downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up first downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work.
Got the first down and more. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Back to throw, it's Bailey. He rifles one deep down the right side.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch. And in this case, even catching the football, it was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Boston. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
So after the huge chunk play, they've got it first and goal from the 10. To the ground with the back. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see what they've got on second down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Hit right back to the line. Looking for a man, it's Holstein. Throws to the tight end. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense, and that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
Running into the open space. Turning it on. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. And that is a punch right in the gut to make a play like that and have a penalty wipe it out. Here comes the offense on second down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to fire on second down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a third down stop. Got it in the middle, it's Robinson. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They'll run the RPO and the work fight. And a little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Not a lot of daylight, he gets one to the 32.
Run game is good, balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Might as well stick with him. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these 2 quarterbacks as we look at the stats. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Oh, better look out! You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. And the Panthers headed quickly to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
That's reeled in. It's Robinson. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Pulls and fires complete. Breaks a tackle and he's got room. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Panthers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Robinson. Touchdown, Panthers! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. It's a much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. James Madison is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Harrisonburg, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by a field goal over Appalachian State. Anything can happen down the stretch here in the Sun Belt. It's why we're here to keep you posted, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Bailey. They're working that left side. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They're going to run it. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. NC State with the 1st and 10 here. To the air on first down. Quickly to the tight end. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Rides the back on the option to give. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And a really nice run and pickup there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. They'll try the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
They want to throw it. Gets it to him on the screen. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And they take it in for 6 more points. Effective offense, leading the
defense right now on their heels. They have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Going for it all. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Caught over the middle. It's Davidson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Pitt pushing the base. He wants to throw it again. Got it in the middle. It's Robinson. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Got it behind the line. It's Robinson. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
Unloads to the wideout. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Robinson. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on 4th down, and it pays off there.
And that just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical 4th down and execute.
2nd down coming up. It's a reverse. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed, the close, and the tackle. They get a tackle for a loss on that gadget-type play.
Looking downfield, it's Holstein. Deep shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the field goal unit is on the field. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Just drives it between the uprights. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And, David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
Pitt right back to the line.
Well, late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a 1st down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
That wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the Pack on 3rd down. Looking to pass. It's Holstein. Makes the grab on the left. Breaks into the open. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
And man, this guy's showing you the whole gamut, the whole arsenal. Like, he can run, he can throw, he can handle the moment, he can handle pressure. I'm interested to see how he finishes this season. He's already in the top 10 in total touchdowns, rushing and passing. Had a phenomenal year. Now is the time late in the season when you can go win those individual awards.
Back to pass. Puts it out of the air. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This crowd knows when to bring it. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Blasted as he lets it go. Touchdown, Panthers. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Line getting set on 2nd down. They go to the ground. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. NC State to the line on 3rd and inches. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. Target. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Scanning the field, it's Bailey. He's picked off and he's thrown a dozen of them. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And I don't mind this coaching staff and their decision to stay aggressive here with the lead at the end of the 1st half. You've got a quarterback that, in my opinion, has earned the right to throw the ball in these situations, but you've got to be better with your decision-making right there. That's a costly turnover, which now gives your opponent the chance to score some more points here at the end of the half.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Grabbed behind the line, it's Smith. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now the play fake. Finds his tight end. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that first down marker. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. Pitt will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. Just about a half minute to play in the first half. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Getting behind those pads and behind a stiff arm to get it out to the 27.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. The throw to the outside is complete. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Pitt will kick off, ready to get things started here in the third quarter. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
You just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on third down. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Catch in the middle, it's Mitchell. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. And off to Jones. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. Looking to throw on first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The give to the tailback. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
To throw, it's Bailey. Finds the tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Well, they're certainly not out of field goal range here, but they want to try to pay off this drive with a touchdown. They'll go for it on 4th. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Fires to the big fella, fighting off the defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Finds a man in the middle. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. They'll go to the ground. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Pitt pushing the pace.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much. Trying play action. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Quickly complete. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a 3rd down stop. He caught it. Touchdown, Pitt. An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Wolfpack will get the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. The RPO, it's complete. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. They'll run it from the gun. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Gets it out quickly. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
And off to Jones. Plows through the defense. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first down like that run right there.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. NC State will line up with a 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Dead center perfect. And it's a deadlock here in the 3rd quarter after the field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give on the option. Nice move to pick up yardage. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and you got to reload. Oh, you got to reload quick now because
there he goes. What a run! Gets it inside the 40 and out of bounds at the 36. Hit right back to the line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh! They looked finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it on.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They had love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Hand off from the shotgun. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Wolfpack to start the final period here on 2nd down. The run from the shotgun. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
So now it's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Bailey. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got an open man. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina State. Extra point here will tie the game.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. From the gun, the ground game. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Pitt pushing the pace.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
They go to the draw. Makes one man miss. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the pack on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. Flips it out on the screen. Can't get him to the ground. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Pitt will have to boot this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll take it on the return. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They tied it up with a touchdown drive, got some good work from their defense, and now here in the 4th quarter, an opportunity to move on top. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short. Hand off to Jones. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throwing right. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on third down. It's complete to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They say no thanks to that pass interference penalty, and they'll take the results of the play. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Fakes the grab, turning it on. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing.
Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity of this offense really...
Touchdown, NC State! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down, they kept chopping wood, they found a rhythm, and in this 4th quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. Now let's see if they can pull this one out. They'll run it from the gun. He's stopped again. He's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
This running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him. Made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
He lobs one high down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Pitt will line up to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
And off to Jones. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second.
Oh, he's got some space. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
And this offense has done a really good job late in this football game. Man, you put a premium on the 4th quarter and maximizing possessions, and they've put touchdowns on the board. They've done a great job. Nice last play, too. Keep that momentum going and get out of here with the win.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than is blocked, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Smart move to keep it on the ground. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
He'll do it himself. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the try is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Catch in the middle, it's Robinson. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Panthers moving quickly to the line. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Quick spin on the run. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. A lot of urgency for this offense. With the catch, it's Robinson. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Holstein. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And they'll take a knee. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone.